Welcome to your AI News of the Week. I'm Jonathan Green, host of the Artificial Intelligence Podcast, here today with your weekly AI news in 10 minutes or less. Only the AI news that's going to help you grow your business. None of the fluff, none of the must, none of the waste your time. There have been a lot of stories this week that aren't going to make it into the show because they're not practical, not useful for growing your business and making money. Now let's get to our first major story, the real game changer. MidJourney has just announced version 6. It's in alpha, which means that some things may change. Not everything is going to work perfect, but already we're seeing a massive shift in the market because now MidJourney can do text within its images. That's the game changer. We saw this first with Ideogram, then with DALL-E 3, and now MidJourney has caught up. This means Ideogram could be in a lot of trouble because that one special thing they had has now gone from being their secret sauce, their USP, into a feature. So MidJourney has really made some cool changes. They've also announced that their entire prompting language has changed. So we're going to have to learn and relearn the way we prompt. So a lot of things are going to change. It's going to be a little bit of a stressful time. I have a couple other videos covering that, but this is the exciting news. If you haven't upgraded yet, very simple. You can enter settings if you're using Discord, and if you're on the dashboard at alpha.midjourney.com, well, you just click on the bars and switch from version 5.2 to version 6. And of course, you can always switch back if you don't like the results that you're getting. This change is definitely something exciting this holiday season. Story number 2 is from OpenAI. They've just announced a new feature. You can now archive old chats. That's literally something I thought worth announcing in the news. So instead of deleting your old conversations, you can archive, which means they're back there and you can go back into them if you need, but you can clear up the sidebar, which is very cluttered. I do wish they would add some other features to let us organize, maybe folders, maybe nested folders, let us rename the organization into groups. Instead of just renaming the conversations, that's not enough because they're organized just by when it happened. Not very helpful, I know, because I have conversations going back an entire year now, and sometimes I can't find that one that I need with that old prompt. Next piece of news that's pretty exciting is that Zoo.dev has announced text to CAD. For those of you who are building physical products or like working with 3D printers, this is very exciting. In the past, trying to create an image, even a 3D image with a chat or an AI tool would lead to an amorphous blob, but now we can see some pretty cool things from Zoo, and let me show you some examples. Here's what happens when you type in that you want an involute helical gear with 36 teeth, and you could choose to download in what format you want. And for people who want to 3D print, and this is something that's always held me back, this is very exciting, the ability to describe what you want. A 9-pointed star, I could never draw that by hand, right? There's a steep learning curve with CAD, computer-assisted design, but the fact that you can now do it with just prompts, this is very, very exciting. We also have another example of create a plate with 4 holes over each corner and rounded corners. Honestly, to me, I thought this was going to be a phone case. So we're seeing some very interesting designs. These are some cool examples. A sketch of a Christmas tree with a star on top. Well, this one is a little bit disappointing, but I'm not sure why you would want to put this in CAD, but I think this is a really good example of them showing the limitations. Often we see just everything amazing that a tool can do, but it's nice that they're honest that there is a limitation. I like this a lot. And you can see some really cool stuff coming in and getting some new opportunities for feedback. You can respond to them on X. And this is all available at text-to-cad.zoo.dev. And our final piece of news is a very interesting chat tool called GPT Pilot. You can find this at GitHub. This is an open source tool that's a single text to entire piece of code prompt. So this is a new generation, something where you can develop an entire piece of software from one prompt. This is very exciting. It's something that just came out about 9 hours ago. So it's really new, really fresh with their latest update. Worth checking out if you're a programmer. This is the most cutting edge piece of tech for those in the programming space. I know that's not all of you, so we're covering it quick. This is your AI news for the week. Obviously, the MidJourney story is the biggest story of the week. So we'll be continuing to cover it as they update. They've already released their first update to MidJourney version 6 to make it just a little bit faster. And we know the news is only getting more excited as we get ready to enter 2024. Thank you guys so much for being here. Again, this is all your AI news of the week in 10 minutes or less. I'm Jonathan Green, host of the Artificial Intelligence Podcast. Make sure to like and follow so you can get an update every single week in less than 10 minutes and spend the rest of your time growing your business instead of learning.